Hey, ladies, welcome back to Wild Woman Inspiring, Leading, and Developing. This is our word of wisdom. Wow, love those acronyms. Today, we're talking about caterpillars and butterflies. And no, this is not a science lesson. We're actually talking about the cost of your caterpillar. Here's what we know about the caterpillar: it becomes a butterfly. That's it. Simple, easy, nothing to doubt, nothing to challenge. The problem is that we generally think that it's an ugly little creeper that crawls in the cocoon, sprouts wings, bursts out in splendor, and beautifies the world with colorful, eye-catching wings that just everybody's just breathtakingly taking it in. But there's a process. So here's what we know about the caterpillar and what it contributes to the process before it's completely forgotten for its beautiful self. It contributes everything. The caterpillar is born to become, and the cost of that becoming is death. Okay, so I said we're not going to make it a science lesson. We will not, but we cannot skip over the ouch to get to the ooh. So here's what we know the caterpillar does: born, eats beyond belief, wraps up in a cocoon, and here comes the ouch part: dissolves, smush, mush, seriously dissolves, breaks down, becomes a puddle of mess, unbecomes. And if the process just stops there, all we get is mush. All we will see and all we will have, mess. Ooh, but give it a little time, because in the cocoon, transformation is occurring. Now, by now, I know that you know we're no longer just talking about a caterpillar, right? You who have been in the cocoon know the representation of our lives in the story of the caterpillar. You see, on the other side of dying is the becoming. Becoming our best complete selves requires death of the former self. We get to fly and beautify this world because of the sacrifice, because of the struggle, because of the pain, because of the undoing. For the caterpillar, it does the work, the hard work of preparing for and facilitating the transformation. It is not surprised by the undoing because that is the natural end. And when we willingly surrender to the process, we ingest what we know we will need to make it through. We place ourselves in a space that will allow the process to happen, and we give up our old selves, the self as we knew it, the self as we were, to become. Now, let me pause for clarity. This is not the same as suffering wastefully, consuming indulgently, and crawling under the covers and playing dead because of the suffering. Or worse yet, pursuing physical death to escape the suffering. You are so very needed here. Okay, back to the lesson. Well, first, let me apologize. I want to apologize for all those who came before who did not forewarn you that the process is messy, that the process is painful, that the process can feel crushing, and yet it is so very worth it. So now, if you're willing to become, here's the invitation, but it comes with a challenge. Check your diet. What are you taking in that is not good for you? What are you absorbing? What are you ingesting that is going to cause you more pain and not prepare you for the work that needs to be? Create your space. What needs to be eliminated? What needs to be added in? What needs to be in your environment that is going to allow you to navigate this process and collect your strength? What do you need to do to remind yourself every day that this is a moment in time and you are going to make it through, and we are going to make it through? This is not the end. This is part of the process. And after it's all done, when you have escaped the cocoon and become your next self, fly and beautify, but never dare forget the cost of your caterpillar. That's wild.